Damn about time, man. They try to go live for fucking hours. What up, though? It's People Champ 1983. Back with you with another live. And happy 2025. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. There we go. You could be louder than that. You could be louder than that. Give me some round of applause for being here. Happy 2025. And make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Because People Champ is back on the live. And I know it's been a while since People Champ 1983 has been on the live. And that is because, you know, I always told you guys that I have found a place. So that's why I'll be on my grind with the Grubhub. But then all of a sudden it got cold, and then your boy got sick. So then that ended up slowing me down for making orders. I was like so cold that I found myself wrap around in a blanket and had my head under the blanket, just try to keep myself warm. And I'll be drinking a lot of tea, lemon, ginger powder, and garlic powder. Mix it in with honey. That's what I'll be drinking for the most of the days. So we'll find myself, because notice that when you get sick, that anything cold will only make it worse. So that's why I always have myself a hot drink versus a cold one, because I was trying to keep warm and not be extra cold. Because all the cold drinks would do is have you feel like it's like super cold. Like, but everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day, except like kings and queens last night. But yeah, that's why your boy hasn't been making any videos lately, or I have been, but not, you know, consistently. It's because of work and because of I was sick. So I don't want to be on here and then you see it's not coming down my nose, and then I'm on here talking about some these people chip nut 33, and I'm stay coughing. And I was coughing nonstop. I'm like, I don't want you guys seeing that. So that's why I did not come on the live. And of course, you know, I have been watching WWE the entire thing from Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT. We got ourselves a new or first ever U.S. champion known as Chelsea Green. So congratulations to Chelsea Green, and also congratulations to Valkyria on becoming the first ever Intercontinental Champion for the women. So congratulations to the women for becoming the first ever. You guys have made history. Keep continuing to make history, and let's see how they are going to elevate the women's division. So don't worry, guys. I got the Raw review coming. I got the NXT review coming, and then I got the SmackDown review coming. So, but then guess what's also been going on around the world? A whole lots of crime. That's right, and that is the real reason why what's going on in LA. That's the reason why LA has been burned down to the ground. It's because numerous of looters have found themselves, not looters. Yet not only do they got to deal with not only do they got to deal with looters, they got to deal with people starting fires. I'm talking about homeless people are setting up fires and starting them at parks and starting them in trash cans. And they even saw a person running around in a blowtorch. A blowtorch, y'all! And he going around and setting fires on purpose. And he got caught. Look.
Was walking around a neighborhood when neighbors did approach him. This is, of course, over in Los Angeles County, and it appeared that he was trying to light different materials on fire. Eventually, all the neighbors show up, they take him to the ground, and then they do take him into custody as police arrive there. Now, we do know that he was arrested. However, he has not been charged in connection with any arsons at last check. Investigators saying they charged him with some other unrelated charges, but again, you can see the video there as he was approached by these neighbors who were paying attention and saw that he was holding a blowtorch and trying to light things on fire as they are.
See, just
he
was lighting random stuff on fire. Random stuff, man.
Chris and Kim Sumner. Now you're going to notice on the top right-hand side of your screen there, it does say the video is from Chris. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here and discuss this just a little bit further.
Look at this.
Sure, no problem.
All right, so first off, I have to ask, what I'm going to do is pop up the video itself so folks can get a better look at it. Can you explain to me, and you'll see it in a second, essentially what we are looking at?
Sure, so we heard a lot of screaming coming from outside, and these two gentlemen were very heated in their exchange. And so we stepped outside to see what was happening, and the first thing we noticed is one of the men is holding a blowtorch.
Hey, what's up, Joe? Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Hope you're doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally today. And stuff like a king last night. Welcome. And thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for hitting the like button. But check this out.
And he does not. I'm like,
this guy got caught setting fires up in LA. Is the reason why LA is going up in smoke. Check this out.
Charges, but again, you can see the video there as he was approached by these neighbors who were paying attention and saw that he was holding a blowtorch and trying to light things on fire as they are dealing with all of these wildfires in the area. I do want to bring in Chris and Kim Sumner. Now, you're going to notice on the top right-hand side of your screen there, it does say the video is from Chris. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here and discuss this just a little bit further.
Sure, no problem.
All right, so first off, I have to ask, what I'm going to do is pop up the video itself so folks can get a better look at it. Can you explain to me, and you'll see it in a second, essentially what we are looking at?
Yeah, what are we looking at?
Sure, so we heard a lot of screaming coming from outside, and these two gentlemen were very heated in their exchange. And so we stepped outside to see what was happening, and the first thing we noticed is one of the men is holding a blowtorch.
Look at that. He got a whole blowtorch, y'all.
He just tried to start a fire.
Hey, what's up, Detroit?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Hope you're doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And slept like a king last night. Hope you're feeling better. Because y'all didn't know, Detroit also got sick as well.
Set the blowtorch down and let's figure out what's happening. And like,
look what's going on. He got caught setting fires in the LA area.
Hey, let's figure out what's happening. Put the blowtorch down. We can all talk. Let's figure this out. And it wasn't happening. He just did not want to set the blowtorch down. The other gentleman had already said he tried to start another fire. And then another gentleman came up the hill and said, yes, he just tried to start another fire at my place. And so we're like, all right, you got to stop. And so we basically dialed 911 and waited for the police to show up to discuss further.
When you have the neighbors all coming together there, you see everyone
was coming together to take this guy
out. Essentially hold this guy until police get there, because there is a chance that he could have taken off running. What did it mean to see?
He was running around in a bike with a blowtorch, just starting fires for no reason.
I mean, that's the upside of the crisis is you get everyone kind of coming together and trying to watch out for your friends and your neighbors and work as a team and try to keep your children, your family safe.
Are you at this point concerned at all as the fires do continue there in Los Angeles County? What's going through your mind? Are you going to have to evacuate in any way?
Go ahead, you.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet, for perhaps a bad pun, but there's still a lot of fires surrounding us. So I think that we're definitely cautiously optimistic. The firemen and the
And
air
then,
workers have done an amazing job.
and then on top of that, just last night, some other people got caught setting fires up in Los Angeles. It came to a point where you got the officers went on the air saying, "All right, if you go, the next person that did this is going to do life in prison." So far, with the looters, ever since the fire starts, you got people looting in people's homes. They're not even there to defend their homes, to secure their homes, because no one's there. So these looters are just going around taking people's stuff while no one's home. And this is just and that's the reason why we can never have world peace. As long as evil exists in this world, we can never have world peace. Because that's the one thing that I know you want, I know I want, and I know the rest of the world wants. All we want is world peace. But then you got this evil people in this world that all they want to do is cause war. All they want to do is cause chaos. All they want to do is make other lives miserable. So what these homeless people are doing, what are they doing? And then most of them are migrants. Most of them are migrants. The start of this fire, most of them are migrants, if not all of them are migrants. That's how they caught the last guy. The last guy was a migrant. Like, and it's all because of Karen Bass. It's all under the watch of Karen Bass. Did I know that right before the fire starts, she has defunded the fire department. She defunded the fire department. So now that is the real reason why they don't have enough manpower, because they got rid of them. Thanks to Karen Bass. Karen Bass defunding. Hold on. Karen, the fire department. Hold on. Hold on.
Let's go to Bob DeCastro because he was
Look at
where
this.
city officials were
Found it.
holding a news conference earlier this morning, giving updates on this fire and answering some tough questions, especially directed to Mayor Karen Bass. Bob, what did she say?
Well, she was not at that press conference yesterday, as you may remember, because she was returning from a trip out of the country. She was in Africa, and many had questioned why.
Can y'all believe that? While the fire started, she started to go to Africa, out of all places, while your houses will burn down, while your houses was getting burned down in LA, while your house is getting burned down. This chick decided to go to Africa. And then when she came back, she has zero thing to say about how could she just leave LA like that. No words.
He was not here when this crisis broke out, when everyone knew, according to the National Weather Service, that this was going to be a life-threatening and destructive windstorm. Well, when asked specifically by a reporter, in his words, was a lack of preparation and a lack of rapid response, she simply said that she is simply focused on saving lives and property, and
No,
she
she's not.
did not
There's
go
more people that lost their
beyond
lives
that.
than
She
she
didn't
did
say anything
saving
else.
them.
I asked her specifically about the criticism that
So
she
far, 9
slashed
people
the LA
reported
Fire
dead.
Department
9
budget
people.
by more than
How's that
$17
saving
million.
lives?
Some rank and file firefighters have said that they're weary, that they are stretched too thin, and that impacted the firefight. Here's what she had to say.
Look what I asked. What the
Can you
responders.
address the criticism now over the budget issue and the slashing $17 million?
I think if you
See,
go
look at
back
this.
and look at the reductions that were made there were no reductions that were made that would have impacted the situation that we were dealing with over the last couple of days. And then there was a little bit,
Yeah, right.
there was a little bit of confusion because money was allocated to be distributed later on, which was actually going to support salaries and other parts of the fire department that were distributed a little later. So I think it's most important to understand that we were in tough budgetary times. Everybody knew that, but that the
That's because
impact
of
of
you,
our budget
Karen
really
Bass.
did not impact
All this
what
is your
we've been
fault.
going through over the last few days.
Are you supposed to
Again,
be the mayor?
back to the unprecedented windstorm, wind at such ferocity that
And
we
yet you
haven't
decided to
seen
cut
in
the fire
years.
department.
I will tell you, a member of the mayor's staff did approach me after the press conference and presented me with a couple of articles which seemed to suggest that the budget was actually increased for the LA Fire Department during that time. And they said that the numbers were interpolated or interpreted a different way. But I did speak with LAFD Chief Crowley, who did affirm that there were cuts, but she said that
They
tried to mitigate some of those cuts by making those cuts in what she called non-essential services. You do talk to rank and file, and many of them do say there was a $17 million cut, and it did affect them. On another note, I do want to point out, Roxy and Sandra, that a lot.
And that's the reason why they had to get firefighters from Canada, had to get firefighters from Chicago. They had to get firefighters from all these other places because LA decided to do a budget cuts on fire department. This is exactly why there is like crime has been running rapid, because not only did she defunded the fire department, she also defunded the police. It's exactly why there's not enough police in LA to stop all the crimes that's happening in LA. Just like there's are not enough firefighters to stop all these fires because of these budget cuts. They did the same thing to New York. You remember what happened to New York? How Cardi B went off on Mayor Adams for cutting for doing the same thing Karen Bass is doing. Cutting the funds, defunding the police, defunding the fire department. They took away all the stuff from schools, and then I'm hearing that they got rid of home ec that teach you how to cook, teach you how to cook and stuff like that. I heard they got rid of that. They got rid of music in schools. Like, they got rid of everything. And this is exactly why we need to get rid of these people. Because it seemed like every single person that Joe Biden has elected to be mayor, they all turn out to be corrupt. I mean, each and every mayor that was hired by your soon-to-be former president of the United States named Joe Biden. But then, because of him electing all these corrupted mayors, that's the reason why your city has been taken over by crimes, but yet there's nothing you can do about it. That's the reason why LA is being set on fire. And they're talking about, and then they also, I think she also rerouted the water back into the back to the Pacific Ocean, and they needed that water to stop all the fires. That's the reason why they claim that that's why the fire hydrant stopped working. And all that, oh yeah. Shout out to Life Being Des, by the way. Big shout out to Life Being Des. Y'all should know about y'all know who she is. She lives in LA. And guess what happened with her? She also was forced to evacuate due to the fires that is going on in her area. Life Being Des was forced to evacuate. Let me show you.
What's poppin', my honey boo boos? I'm about to take my first hit of the day from my.
There she go. Hold up. Shout out to Light Being Des. She says, shout out to my sister for letting JoJo and I evacuate to her crib. I pray that everyone in LA stays safe. Let's look at that. Des was forced to evacuate her home because I guess the fire is coming towards her way. So now that she's staying over with her sisters, if the whole thing dies down, let's hope and pray that her house is still intact. Let's pray that her house is still able to it's still left standing, because there's a lot of people that have lost their homes, including famous people like Paris Hilton lost her home. Keisha Cole has lost her home due to the fire, and Mel Gibson has lost his home due to the fire. These are these.
What's
These
poppin', my
are
honey boo boos?
these.
I'm about to take my first.
These are these. Let me show you. Who lost there? Who lost there?
Each and every time we drive into one of the affected
Look at
areas,
this.
we are taken aback by the level of destruction and devastation that we witness. Of course, this is LA, so lots of celebrities impacted, like Miles Teller. This was his home right behind us, and his wife posted what is now a viral picture of their home as they evacuated the area. And what you see behind me is the charred remains
Look at
of the
this.
Mercedes-Benz
Look where the fire
G-Wagon,
left.
and inside what was
Nothing but
once the
ashes.
garage, it looks like the Bronco that they used in Top Gun Maverick.
Damn.
I'm having a hard time.
Miles.
Celebrate our heroes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's enough of these films being made. I just really felt for the guys I was playing.
Also dealing with heartbreaking loss, actor Joshua Jackson.
I had
He lost his home.
this beautiful life up here of just running around in the hills and playing.
The Topanga Canyon property, which was estimated to be worth almost $2 million, is actually where the Dawson's Creek star spent his early childhood.
I bought this house back from the man who had bought it from my father.
Joshua, who stars in Dr. Odyssey,
He's also lost his home.
The 4-year-old daughter he shares with his ex, Jodie Turner-Smith.
I can think of 7 schools that are gone.
Another resident sharing their grief.
This person lost her home.
I've lived in and around the Palisades for 25 years. This is the street we run down on 5Ks. This is where the fire truck goes on the 4th of July parade. This is a neighborhood.
The actress who was helping to feed her neighbors who were evacuated by the fire told NBC News she was grappling with survivor's guilt.
I know you lost a friend. I did lose a friend who did not get out in time. I could just write out a list of 100 friends who lost their homes. It's just like, I feel almost guilty walking through my house.
And 4 days after Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag's house was destroyed, the reality star was crying tears of joy. Spencer overwhelmed.
People are crying over this, man. This is bullshit.
To raise recovery funds by asking fans to stream Heidi's 15-year-old album.
Every dollar we made from the hills, we put into this album, Superficial. And for it to freaking finally get #1 in America, 15 years after.
Who she credits with envisioning the fire 3 months ago.
We're gonna end up finding that there's a story where there was a house fire
crazy.
or something along those.
So prayers to all the friends and family who have lost their homes. I'm really deeply sorry that happened to you. Notice that none of this will not happen if it wasn't for the mayor of LA, Karen Bass. It's exactly why we need to get her ass out of there, because she proved that she doesn't give a damn about you. She doesn't give a damn about you, or you. She don't give about nobody but herself. That's why when I ask her the question, does she feel sorry for it? And guess what her answer was? Let me find out the video when they tried to ask her, how does she feel that she just left? Even Jay Leno has lost his home through fire. Jay Leno has lost his home through fire. Hold on, found a video. The video at? I'm telling you, she is the worst mayor ever. I'm talking about the worst mayor ever. Like who elected this woman to be the big mayor there, knowing that she can't even do a single job right. Like making sure that the fire hydrant is working, making sure that all officers, all firefighters on deck, instead of you just getting rid of them on purpose. Trying to find a video of. What's that video at? What's this like? What's that video at? Karen Bass. Oh, there we go. Found
Mayor
it.
of Los Angeles, Karen
Found it.
Bass,
Found it. Here we go. Right here.
After she was abroad visiting Ghana when the
I
wildfires
found it.
broke out in the city. She was seen returning to the country at the city's airport, where she refused to comment on the situation.
Fire chiefs say that they're really stretched to the limit and running out of water. What have you
This is
done
how
to
it
say
responds.
Have you no response to that? Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor?
So she had no words.
Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
Wow. She was left with like nothing to say. Look. And then she tried to leave out. And then she tried to leave out.
In the UK, where fire chiefs say that
Look,
they're
she tried to
really
leave
stretched to the limit and running
by
out of
asking,
water.
by asking the question.
Have you no response to that? Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor?
Look, she left
nothing
speechless.
to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today?
You know she did it on purpose,
Elon
man.
Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster? No apology for them?
It's just a shame, man. This is
Do you
how
think you
she
should have
treat.
been
This is how she think
visiting
of.
Ghana while
This is
this
what she
was
think of
unfolding back home?
California. This is what she think of California. Look, she kept on going. She didn't want to ask no type of questions. Everybody has lost their homes, lost their A lot of people have lost their life because of the fire. She had absolutely no words to say. Not even I'm sorry. That's crazy.
Madam Mayor, let me ask you just
This is
again,
your
have you
mayor
anything to
though.
say to the
This is your
citizens
mayor
today
of
as you
California.
return?
Look, she's trying to leave out.
Madam Mayor, just a few words for the citizens today as you return to deal with the catastrophe.
Look at that. Wow. Let's talk about excess saves left. And she's the reason why LA is going down in smoke. And then I'm also hearing about them trying to build a some type of smart city. You heard about this? One of the plans is for them to have a smart city in LA. Did you hear about this? Did you know that their whole plan is to start a smart city in California? Smart city in California.
What caused the LA fires? It's a fair question. And it's a question that has certainly triggered a lot of speculation. And there you go. Now the comic strip can come out right after. So what's the podcast?
Look.
Just how smart is your city?
Look.
Chances are it's getting smarter by the year. Many governments around the globe are racing to infuse technology into just about every aspect of its city's operations. And I mean every part, including public transportation, IT connectivity, water and power supply, sanitation and solid waste management, efficient urban mobility, e-governance, and citizen participation. And it does this using every buzzword imaginable, from big data to the Internet of Things. So how does a smart city work? Let's look at 3 examples. Here in Singapore, the city-state might be the gold standard of the most extensive effort to collect data on daily living. The government is now deploying systems that can tell when people are smoking in prohibited zones or littering from high-rise housing. Singapore launched its own Smart Nation program in 2014 and will add more cameras like these.
This is what they want
so
for LA.
can effectively monitor crowd density, cleanliness of public spaces, and even the exact movement of every locally registered vehicle. Much of the data it's collecting will be fed into
check
an
this out.
online
Y'all heard about the
platform
smart
called
cities?
Virtual Singapore that gives the government access to how the city is functioning in real time. It could help the government predict how crowds might react to an explosion in a shopping mall, or how infectious disease might spread. Over in Dubai, more than 50 smart services from 22 government entities have been rolled out as part of the government's.
So the rumor is that they're trying to do the same thing over in LA, and that's the reason why this whole fire started. To start with the smart city. Do y'all believe that? Good. This is exactly why I keep telling you guys that we need to remove these people from office before they end all of our lives. I mean, not only are they trying to take away our rights and freedoms, you see with the smart cities, they'll be able to track down each and every one of your moves. So you can't really do nothing without them knowing. So there goes your privacy right there. You have all your privacy will be gone, and you damn sure they got no security because every time you turn around, somebody getting shot, somebody getting stabbed, somebody's house getting looted, or somebody. And then what I'm hearing is that people are getting so desperate that they are even stealing parts from the Tesla charging port So that's one of the reasons why you ever have, if you have a Tesla, or if you have a um electric car and you drive into a, let's say, a charging station, and they wonder why it don't work, it's because some of the parts were stolen. That's crazy, man. Tesla charging parts get stolen. Get stolen.
EV drivers, you're out of luck.
Look at this. Look at this. Y'all heard about this? People are stealing parts from the charging port.
EV drivers, you're
Sorry,
out
man, you
of
can't
luck.
have shit, man. Look at this. That's why I keep telling you guys that we are living in a purge. We are living in a purge, guys. That's the reason why criminals think they can get away with stuff, because we are in the middle of a purge. And that is that they are allowed to get away with certain amount of things as long as it's under $1,000. That's why they are able to get away with looting and all this stuff. But now they're doing this with the EVs, EV courts. So this is crazy, man. We can't have shit, man. It's either they're gonna take it, or you gonna either they take it from you, or you're gonna lose your life trying to like stop them from stealing. Like, come on, man. This work getting worse and worse and worse. And all they do is all these looters do, all these criminals is doing is make life harder for everybody else. Why criminals are feeling like they could do what they do? It's because of who is currently in the White House. The same thing that happened when Barack Obama was in office, it's the exact same thing has happened when Joe Biden was in office. Yeah, people are sick and tired of injustice. People are sick and tired of injustice. Throughout the entire Barack Obama run, that's all you hear. People are getting sick and tired of how you call it. People are getting sick and tired of injustice, but yet they also encourage people to kill cops. Y'all remember Al Sharpton? He went out in public talking about what do we want? Dead cops. What do we want right now? This dude literally went on public saying that what do we want? Dead cops. So how are cops supposed to do their jobs when you got people like Al Sharpton promoting the assassination of cops? Don't worry, I'll wait. Boom. Is that your final answer, boss? Is that your final answer, sis? But yet, Barack Obama supposed to be the president. He's supposed to like have the power to stop all that injustice. He's supposed to have the power to stop all these crimes from happening. But yet he let the criminals run their asylum. That's exactly what Joe Biden is doing. He let the criminals run their asylum. That's why they have this catch and release. That as soon as you lock them up, they're right back on the street. As soon as you lock them up, they're right back on the street. You hear cases of criminals being arrested like 50 times and yet they're still out here on the streets doing criminal activity. And now people out here and people out here invading people's homes. And like it used to be like it's not gonna safe to be outside. Now it's no safe to be anywhere, especially if you're living here in the United States, because crime has been taking over everybody's cities, and that is because we are in a purge. That's exactly what this is, purge. That's why criminals are feeling comfortable in doing criminal activities because they feel like they are not going to get in trouble because we are in a purge. Just see the movie of the movie Purges is that they allow them to do anything they want. That's what the purge is. They allow criminals to do anything they want. They can go out and steal. They can go out and and, and invade people's homes. They could go out and even Karen Bass. Y'all remember Karen Bass house got breaking into while she was there? Y'all remember that? When would that happen? That happened like 2020 and beginning of 2024 is when somebody got caught sneaking into her house and she was still there. And then that's how they ended up locking the person up, sending them to jail. But yeah, even Karen Bass' house got broken into by the looters. Like the whole United States is going down in smoke because of they are allowing criminals to run their silent. And that's why people feel helpless. People feel like they can't protect themselves. Even if you try to protect themselves, guess who's going to jail and who's not? They're not going to jail, but you are just for protecting yourself. Like, you would go to jail just for protecting yourself. But yet, it's exactly why I can't wait for the day that Joe Biden gets the F out of office so Donald Trump can swoop in and get rid of all these people that Joe Biden elected. Because let's face it, guys, each and every mayor that Joe Biden has elected, they're all corrupted. From Mayor Adams, Karen Bass, from and then my mayor here in Philadelphia. Every time I turn around, all she do is come on here and talk about the crimes are down, crimes are down, crimes are down. Meanwhile, every time I turn around, this person down the street just got murdered, or this person up the street just got shot, or this person over there just got shot, or somebody up in Tioga just got shot. All happening all in one day. All in one day. All this mass shooting happening all in one day. And I know that I'm not my only city is not only one that's dealing with this. I know Chicago is dealing with this. I know definitely New York is dealing with this. Oh my God, what is they doing to New York? It's no longer safe to be on the subway when it comes to New York. Because all you see over there is people getting pushed onto the train tracks, or people getting stabbed, or people are getting shot there. Like the subway is supposed to be used for you to go to point A and point B, not you being there going, oh my God, I hope no crime happening to me. Hope no crime happening right now because I'm trying to get to work. And meanwhile, you looking over your shoulders, like making sure you pay attention to surroundings to remain safe, making sure that nobody's trying to do nothing crazy to you, like nobody looking like you're crazy. Make sure making sure that nothing looks suspicious going on. That's what you got to do when you're in New York. You always got to be on P's and Q's. And also don't forget about LA. LA is definitely has become dangerous. All the looting, all the freaking, like I said, you got homeless people starting fires. So I guess they're saying is, if I'm not going to have a home, neither will you. That's exactly what these homeless people are thinking. If I can't have a home, nobody's not gonna have a home. And that's exactly what is going on, guys. A lot of people have lost their homes. A lot of people, because of the fire that is caused by man-made. And then let's discuss about that. And let's discuss that. A lot of people want to know, are these fires natural or are they man-made? But so in the forest, what they are telling us, every time somebody get caught setting fires in LA, they're showing us that these fires are man-made. These fires are just not starting for no reason. It's because it's been helped by these homeless people who just happen to be a migrant. And this is exactly why Donald Trump is against people coming over here that are criminals and have a long list of criminal history. But then you're trying to make it seem like he's racist by saying that he don't want Mexicans over here. No. That's not what he said. That's not what he says. He says that he don't want criminals being sent from other countries and then dumped over here, and now we gotta deal with what they had to deal with. That's what Donald Trump was saying. He did not say that he want no Mexicans over here. He's saying that he do not want no criminals that they have been brought over here. And that's exactly what's been going on. Every time you see people crossing the border, they're mostly men and look like, and they're mostly in combat boots, look like they're about to start a war. Just saw a video of when you see the border is wide open and people just coming in, and all of them are like nothing but men, grown ass men. Like, what are the children and where are the women and the children? Why aren't still men come over here? And now you're seeing stories of people starting fires in LA who just happen to be a migrant. And in New York, the same thing with New York. Mayor Adams was the one that opened his arms to these migrants. And guess what? You got nothing but a bunch of a night stabbing, a whole bunch of looting, a whole bunch of people stealing other people's bikes. Like I call it bike theft is on the rise because of these migrants, and knife stabbing is on the rise because of these migrants, and not to mention grape is on the rise because of these migrants. Damian one got caught trying to grape a 9-year-old girl, and it was like, This is why I'm telling y'all, if you don't get these people out of office, things are going to get worse for each and every one of us. It's already had gotten worse. Remember, guys, they have predicted the return of the Great Depression in 2025. And guess where we're at? Welcome to 2025. And look how many people out here either depressed or mad because they can't because they got fired, or because of this. They don't want to give the money to have, or because they want to have limited amount of employees, just like with the fire department and the police department. They want few employees there, so therefore everybody else who still have a job is first to work overtime. That's why the police officers and firefighters are literally be exhausted when they get home because they find themselves doing other people's job, all because of budget cuts. Like, y'all need to wake up, y'all. This is exactly why I did not vote for Kamala Harris. This is exactly why I did not vote for Kamala Harris, because she would continue the plan of Joe Biden, who he wanted to continue the plan of Barack Obama, which is divide and conquer. This the whole plan is to divide and conquer, and tell people and have people join the LGBTQ. That's all they care about through the entire year as president of the United States. All he cares about is the LGBTQ and give children rights to make up their minds about whether they want to be a boy or a girl. As kids, they give them those type of power. That's how you know these people got to go, because they are allowing men to compete in women's sports. They are allowing men to be in boys' bathroom. If you are a transgender, they're allowing them to be in women's bathroom, even though they are a fully man. They're like knowing that these women be bringing their children into the bathroom because they can't go in there by themselves, so they always got to like go in with them, and then find out that's a grown ass man. It's like, is this what we doing, Joe Biden? Is this what we doing? And then you wonder why people can wait to see you exit out of here. That's why I'm surprised people that actually voted for Kamala Harris. I was like, she don't care. She don't care about women's rights. She don't care about nobody's rights. Why don't you think we barely have any rights right now? If not at all, thanks to the leadership of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, all under their watch. When Donald Trump was in office, everybody had opportunities. Everybody had jobs. And everybody was like out here making mad, lots of money under Trump. But as soon as Joe Biden got here, you know how many people lost their jobs? You know how many people got laid off? Do you know how many people are forced to find another job? It's because of Joe Biden. He was never trying to rebuild America. He was trying to tear it down. It's exactly why I never did like Joe Biden, because the people that is siding with them, like the Clintons, we all know how evil the Clintons is. Like, did y'all know that did y'all know that the Clintons have stole billions and billions of dollars from Haiti? Look what's going on with Haiti. They stole billions and billions of dollars, and they're blaming on the Clintons. And then, not to mention, all the times that Joe Biden be covering his son, even though they'll always throw in Donald Trump's face that he's a felon, but yet ignore his son being a multiple felon. Trump only felon like what, once? Meanwhile, his son, Joe Biden's son, is had felony with like 3 times, a 3-time felon. He's a 3-time felon, y'all. Joe Biden's son is a 3-time felon. That means that is worse than what Trump is doing. Way worse. But yet Joe Biden was protecting him and was bashing Trump. Oh my God, he's a felon. Why would you hire a felon to be in the White House? Meanwhile, this same president is protecting his son from being be called a felon. Like, did that make any sense to you? Joe Biden had been caught so many lies. It's not even funny. I'm surprised y'all trust this man after this point, because every time you turn around, Joe Biden has been caught reading from a script. Kamala Harris got caught reading from a script. Like this, all these people are nothing but actors and actresses pretending to be our leader, but yet they turn out to be the worst leader ever. I mean, ever. This dude.
Hey guys, it's Las Vegas Jay.
Okay. This dude, like, there's a reason why Russia want to go to what there's a reason why there's a war going on. There's a reason why there's like a war going on in Israel and Pakistan and Ukraine and Russia. It's all because of Joe Biden. He's the one that is funding this war. Everybody knows that Joe Biden has been funding this war by keep constantly sending billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars over to Ukraine every chance he get. But yet he want to give the victims of LA $700. The same thing that happened to Hawaii is exactly what they are doing with LA. They only gave them $700 for Hawaii for them to rebuild their homes. $700 to Hawaii. That's exactly what they are doing to LA. Only give them $700 to rebuild their home. I'm like, are you serious? So you mean to tell me that you got all this money for Ukraine? You got all this money to start wars for other countries. But then you have the nerve to talk about we need to cease fire and we all need to like release the hostages and blah 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 blah. None of this will not be taking place. It's what's for you, Joe Biden. Stop funding this war. Stop sending money to Ukraine. You're the reason why this war keep going on. Because you keep sending money and weapons to Ukraine and that they're using that on Russia, which forced them to use even bigger weapon. Even Vladimir Putin has threatened to use a nuclear if Joe Biden stopped funding this war. But no, he will not listen. So now, and that's the reason why we probably are dealing with the coldest weather in history. And that's the reason why I have been sick. Is because this cold just out of nowhere the temperature went all the way down to like 0 degrees. Like at one point it says like it's like 20 degrees, but feels like 9. Did you just hear me? It's the weather says it's 20 degrees, but feels like 9. And then you always hear the stories about this nuclear winter. And guess what's going on with Russia and Ukraine? Do you think that Putin has already let go some of this nuclear? Is the reason why we are dealing with this cold ass weather? Is the reason why this weather has been like already down to 0 degrees? If not on the negative side, it's because of what's going on with the war and Putin possibly using nuclear to attack Ukraine. And now, welcome to nuclear winter. Like, all this is because of Joe Biden's fault. None of this war would not happen if it wasn't for Joe Biden. These mayors will not be put in office. They are corrupt. They are causing a whole bunch of pain and suffering. People lose their house, their homes, their lives, all because of the poor leadership, which we have absolutely none leadership. We have absolutely zero leadership when it comes to the United States. That's why people are saying that we don't even have a president for like 4 years now. We've been without a president for 4 years. Because who is controlling the United States? Damn sure not Joe Biden. Because like I said, he let the criminals run there silent. And then I remember Kamala Harris call him out on it, talking about some that was the mayor's decision. She talking about some being bust from California. And Joe Biden says, well, that's all the mayor. That's all the mayor's decision. That was their idea. And then that's when Kamala Harris like, that's when you're supposed to step in and say, no, we can't allow this to happen. Like, that's the problem with these mayors. Joe Biden is not doing nothing to stop him. Joe Biden not even doing nothing. He's not saying anything about the corruption of Karen Bass and Eric Adams and the super mayor Tiffany, whatever her last name is. All these people that he had elected let their hometown go to shit. Especially in Chicago. It's a total mess in Chicago. It turned into a whole killing spree in Chicago. That's why people like Minister Jack, and shout out to Minister Jack. He is from Chicago, and he said he cannot wait to leave this bitch. He cannot wait to leave Chicago because that's how bad Chicago is. This is for somebody who is who has lived. This is coming from somebody who lived in Chicago throughout his entire life. Minister Jack. He said that as soon as he one chance he getting the F out of Chicago because Chicago has gotten worse. The crime through the roof. People getting stabbed. All that stuff you see in New York happened in Chicago. It also happened in Chicago. Because we are living in the purge, thanks to your president of the United States who wants to elect all these people who was corrupt. Do that remind you of Back to the Future 2 when Mayor Biff, when Biff took over as mayor, and then next thing you know, the whole city got taken over by crimes. He was allowing people to gamble. He was allowing people to loot. He was allowing people to pretty much do whatever they want. He pretty much was doing what Joe Biden is doing. Let the inmates run their asylum. This is why the rest of the United States cannot wait for Donald Trump to take over and get rid of all these people. Because they are doing us more harm than good. And then they also so like I really feel sorry for people in LA, man. This is you didn't have to go through this. It's all thanks to the mayor, Karen Bass, for not only for not having the fire hydrants ready by pushing the water onto the Pacific Ocean just to protect a couple of fishes. Really, Karen Bass, she wants to protect the fishes versus the people that live in California. Is that what this is? Because what I'm hearing is that from Donald Trump's mouth that the real reason why the fire hydrant doesn't work. Because let's think about it. LA live near the ocean. LA is near the ocean. But yet they claim that they went out of water. But yet they are they live near the ocean. Long Beach. I'm just saying the whole freaking California is right by the ocean. But yet this so-called ran out of water. How is that possible? How LA be surrounded by nothing but ocean throughout the entire coast of LA? It's been surrounded by ocean. But yet they claim that they had run out of water. Is the reason why they couldn't contain the fire. This is exactly why these criminals need to be put away for acts against humanity. Because look what they are allowing to happen. Mayor Adams allowing criminals to run rapidly and then play victim. You got Karen Bass letting the looters start fires and stuff like that. and then when they ask her about it, she gonna be smiling. How come she was smiling throughout the entire interview of her being asked these questions? She was like this. This is what the entire live interview of Karen Bass was like this. Meanwhile, everybody was like pissed off and sad and mad. But yeah, here come Karen Bass with a huge smile on her face. Even everybody in the comments like, why she smiling for? There's nothing to be smiling about. Damn it, everybody lost their homes in LA, thanks to you, Karen Bass. But you want to sit there and interviews with a smile on your face like you did something. Like, get out of here with that. Yeah, man, pray for America, man. Because as long as people like Joe Biden, as long as these people like Karen Bass, all them still in office, things are going to get worse for each and every one of you. So please get these people out of office. So, I mean, if we don't, you always say what's happening right now, right in front of your eyes. So I'm about to get off here, man, so I can start this Monday Night Raw review, then NXT. Then I'm gonna give you guys with a SmackDown review because your boy got premium, as you can see. Your boy got himself a YouTube Premium, courtesy of Google. So so no more commercials for me. Look, Premium. I got 4 months of free YouTube Premium. 4 months. Thanks to Google. Google has emailed me saying that you got 4 months on us. Enjoy. So now I got 4 months worth of YouTube Premium, which also means that I also got YouTube music uninterrupted, and I can also turn this off and still hear the sound playing. So you don't have to worry about it draining your battery off of your tablet or your phone, because all you gotta do is do this and still be able to listen to it. Yeah. So please keep Like Being Dash in your prayers, and everybody else in your prayers that's in LA that is going through it, thanks to the fire that is being started by these freaking migrants. Please pray for them, man. Please pray that they are able to get back on their feet, and especially Des. Let's pray that Des' house is still left standing so she could return back home and live her best life as that contact creator. It's People Tech 933. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. And you are the real MVP. Thank you for the likes, share, comments, and subscribe. Hope everybody have a wonderful New Year's. And People Tech 933. And about this, catch you on the next one. Until then, I am signing out. Catch you on the next one, guys. Deuces.